And we're back. And while some of you are eager, so eager to turn the page and shut the book on 2016 forever, we thought it would be fitting to take one last look back at some of the year's biggest winners and losers. I'm back with our roundtable, Heidi, Przybyla, Mark Murray, and Jason Johnson. All right, Jason, I'm going to start with you. Biggest winner and biggest loser of 2016.
Biggest winner, Vladimir Putin. He did it. He did it. He did what Gorbachev couldn't do. He did what Castro couldn't do. He basically took over the United States and got himself a Manchurian candidate. And that is something that no other Russian leader has been able to do. And he'll be cheering about this, and this will be in history books for the next 50 years.
No, it's amazing. Russia emerging
coup.
As the global hegemon after we defeated them in the Cold War is shocking.
Exactly.
With the support of Republicans.
With the support of Republicans and with the support of our brand new president-elect.
Yeah. Biggest loser.
Kanye West. And I know it doesn't seem entirely political, but walk with me. But, so he starts the year with Life of Pablo. It seems like it's fine, but the problem is he exemplifies what happens when you try and mix pop culture and politics and make the wrong decisions. He came out against Black Lives Matter. He said that racism is bad, and now he's allied himself with Trump, had to cancel concerts. People don't respect him. People don't like him. He may be the only person performing at the inauguration. This is a year that shows you keep your politics and your pop culture separate.
Well, and also remember that hip-hop's origins was always about fighting injustice and being on the side of progressive change, not on the side of Donald Trump. All right, Mark Murray, biggest winner.
Mitch McConnell made a very big gamble on the Supreme Court, took some immediate flack, but then all the attention turned to the presidential campaign, and turned out that Republicans get to replace Antonin Scalia with conservative justice. And, for someone like, Mitch McConnell, who believes in power, this was a very, it was a very cynical move.
Incredibly.
It was one that actually violated norms that you end up having. But for him, and actually I think everyone will have thought, well, Hillary Clinton's going to end up winning the 2016 election. Democrats would be able to pick someone on the Supreme Court, but Mitch McConnell came out ahead.
Why do you suppose Democrats don't believe in power? Because they don't seem to believe that at all.
Well, I think that Democrats, and look, Democrats played some tricks on judges. You end up having Tom Daschle, that they were able to filibuster people back in the early 2000s. But Democrats, by and large, I do believe this, they actually want to make it seem like government is working. They are the party of government. And so they might not agree with Republicans on priorities 1 through 4.
But they capitulate.
But they'll go on number 5, like Ted Kennedy on education reform when it came to No Child Left Behind.
It's not good strategy. Okay, biggest loser.
And the other person, House Speaker Paul Ryan. And so, and it's very possible that Mitch McConnell and Paul Ryan get a lot of legislative achievements done with Republicans in control of all the power. But Paul Ryan was someone who wanted more than just achievements. He actually wanted to recreate the Republican Party, always looking for the better way. Well, this is Donald Trump's way, at least early on. And it is possible that Donald Trump does sign Paul Ryan legislation. But Paul Ryan, as we know, was someone who was like, you know what, we are going after some entitlements. And the Republican Party today is Donald Trump's party, not Paul Ryan's.
Absolutely. Heidi, biggest winner and loser.
I say biggest winner is Michelle Obama, just because I cannot imagine what an excruciating experience this must be for her right now. In some ways, harder for her than President Obama, because it's harder to watch the person you love kind of go through this. And she is watching the party that essentially declared at the beginning that they wanted to make her husband a first-term president now succeed in doing that. And they're going to try and roll back much of his agenda. And the person who won is the person who accused him of not even being an American. And yet she's having to and she's doing this in such a graceful way, saying, look, I want to help the Trumps come in and help ease this. And it's smart. It's part grace. But it's also smart.
Grace and
the Obamas want to try and keep a pipeline to this.
Biggest loser.
Chris Christie. Just on every level. Chris Christie was one of the people who stuck with Donald Trump through thick and thin.
There's a picture.
He was in charge. He was in charge at one point of the whole transition. It's kind of blew up. He's the person I'd say is least likely now to get any role whatsoever in this White House. And look what's happening to him back in New Jersey with Bridgegate. I think he's got to be up there.
It's a reminder how politics can change. Because, when he won re-election, there was very few people who were more popular than Chris Christie a couple years go by.
Well, it may not be the year of the woman, but Heidi is correct. There is no bigger loser in political life than one Chris Christie anywhere. And Michelle Obama is the biggest winner. The roundtable staying with us. And up next, these three will tell me something other than that I don't know. You're watching Hardball. These are late.